Now let's talk about the specific training tracks we have here at Europe Los Angeles. They include IT help desk support and network support and administration. As you look at the topics that are covered in these two sections, you see that many of them overlap, such as computer software and hardware, computer operating systems, and network infrastructure and administration. But they do have each their own unique pieces. An IT help desk, one would be help desk and ticketing in Windows and Mac, which is typically receiving tickets of technical issues from either internal or external sources, and then troubleshooting those with people on the phone or in person to help come up with solutions. One for network support and administration would be routers and switches. Typically with network administration, you would go ahead and set up the networks utilizing routers and different switches, and those are just some of the examples that differ the two. One specific example I can give, if you're looking to be more customer interfacing and really like working with people, IT help desk is probably that realm. If you're someone who likes to work on projects and work on things chunks at a time, network administration may be a better career suited for you. To get specifically into information technology help desk and desktop support, here you learn how to use, troubleshoot, fix, and support a variety of computer hardware, software, and other devices. You may be a good fit for this track if you enjoy hands-on problem solving, you love to learn and master the newest technology out there, and you like working closely with people to understand, solve, and just really make them feel great about the issues that they've been having and how they've overcome them. An example of what you do on the job is you might log into Zendesk, which is a software your team uses to track technical issues and receive those tickets I talked about. You have 3 issue tickets assigned to you, and you walk through each case, calling the user to identify the problem and trying various solutions, while also trying to be as fast and efficient as possible, because oftentimes these things are kept track of. A partner that we have that handles their technical issues in this way and provides internships to Europe students is Sony. So I think you can imagine yourself being at Sony, logging into Zendesk, handling these tickets, and if you like working with people, this could be the career for you. If you're interested in working in network support, this realm teaches students how to support the networks and network devices that connect computers, printers, and other technology that are ubiquitous in the professional world today. You might be a good fit for network support if you enjoy hands-on problem solving and love to master the newest technology and learn it, as well as, again, handling those large-scale projects and implementing them. An example of what you might do on the job as a network support technician is your team is in charge of setting up the IT infrastructure for your company. You mount the equipment such as routers, switches, and wireless access points, and then check that the network is working correctly, consistently monitor and upgrade certain pieces. An internship partner that we have that is providing internships in this field would be Kaiser Permanente. So imagine yourself going to the Kaiser Permanente offices. Right now they're located, one of them's in Pasadena, kind of showing up, working, mounting these routers, making sure that all the computers are connected, and handling this big project and really implementing it on the ground. When you go up to your internship, there's many different titles that you may have. There's IT Help Desk Specialist, Quality Assurance Specialist, IT Desktop Support, Desktop Technician, to name a few. And some of the sample partners we have here in Los Angeles are Kaiser Permanente, well-known Fortune 500 healthcare company, Tronc, which is the parent company to the LA Times, the WB located in Burbank, Sony, as we talked about before, Snap Inc., one of the fastest growing tech companies, just recently went public, and I'm sure many of us are utilizing Snapchat as their favorite social media device. So those places like the Getty, Deloitte, Kelley Blue Book, Symantec, just really well-known, often Fortune 500 companies that are really striving to find the talent for these different positions located above. When you earn your internship after completing the first 6 months of the program, we work with you to kind of assess what makes you the best fit for each of these internships, where you're located, where you'd be coming from, how to make sure that you're most successful, and the outside factors that typically prevent people from being successful won't weigh on you the most. And we match you with that internship, and then you get placed there, ultimately going into that 6-month internship that you've earned by successfully, hopefully, completing the first 6 months of learning and development. We here at Europe work on a high expectations, high support model. And what exactly that means is we have a contract that lays out all the expectations for student professionalism. Those expectations may be things like when you're supposed to arrive. So we here at Europe, we expect students to arrive every day by 9 a.m. What does that mean? That means that you are here in your seat by 9 a.m. ready to go. And that doesn't mean 9 a.m. in 5 seconds. It means 8:59 and 59 seconds at the very latest. We always tell students that it's best to arrive about 15 minutes early. That way you're able to get yourself together, maybe chat with a couple of your colleagues. Make sure you're ready to get the day started and not feeling rushed, so that when the instructor starts, you're ready to start right with them. The contract also talks about things like dress code as well as emergency time off and different pieces that we expect students to know for their professionalism. And it also has what are called contract points. And all these expectations have an infraction levied against them if you do not meet them. Earned infractions cost points, and those points, you start with 150 points. If you get down to 0, you ultimately fire yourself from the program. And the points are lost. You earn infractions for things like showing up late, handing in assignments late, and not meeting the core values that we talked about earlier in the presentation. If you meet all expectations for the week, you can earn a bonus, and you get 10 points added onto your contract. So it's not just starting at 150 and not going down. If you meet the expectations of the program, you can consistently go up, adding that support. The contract is very straightforward and lays things out in as black and white terms as possible. And from my point of view, it is almost though it is setting those high expectations, it's almost a high support in and among itself, because you're infrequently surprised by what's coming out of the contract. The contract is also linked to your stipend. So while you're in the program, you receive $50 weekly during the learning and development phase, paid out bi-weekly, and $150 weekly during the internship phase, paid out bi-weekly, leading to $100 and $300 paid out bi-weekly. When you're in the learning and development phase, your contract, if you're late, and if that is a 10-point infraction, you would also lose $10 from your stipend for that week. So just know that, and same thing goes for internships. So just know that when you do receive infractions, it not only hurts your contract points, it also affects your stipend while you're in the program. But that stipend is there to really help you sort of get by, be able to cover the cost of gas or food, the things that maybe make it difficult to focus on school and work and different things, and make sure that you're as successful as possible. Additionally, Europe provides those high supports through things like coaching. So all students are paired up with a group of other students, typically 4 to 6 other students, with Europe staff members. And those Europe staff members work with those students through different challenges they're having from a professional point of view, and can be the best person to go to when they're having questions and concerns about outside noise. If it's something where the coach feels like they can't really fully support the student and it needs to be elevated, we connect them with our student services manager. They'll help you with all that outside noise and challenges that prevent young adults in the opportunity youth sphere from being successful in the professional world. So whether you need support with housing, whether you're having finance difficulties, you need counseling, whatever it is, our student services manager will find a way to refer you to the necessary resources to make sure you're successful. And lastly, we connect you with professional mentors. So all of the students that went off to internship were connected with mentors, and we're able to learn from someone who's working in the professional field and oftentimes in the technical field about how they got to the place that made them successful, how they can continue to strive, what steps should they be taking, and just learn from someone who's been there and really worked hard, and just someone to look up to in a professional sense. Additionally, our college partner, West Los Angeles College, provides additional supports as well. So if you're struggling in class, we can connect you with tutoring or the writing center they have here that will allow you to improve your writing and your technical abilities. They also have counseling for both college and career. So if your next steps are looking towards going to a four-year college, you can be connected with West Los Angeles and mapping out your college roadmap. Additionally, if you're looking for a professional career, they have professional counselors on site that'll help you get connected with work experience beyond just the internship. And additionally, there's on-campus programs such as EOPNS, where many of our students were able to receive book vouchers, TRIO, where the students can go on college tours, as well as the ASO that has a number of different clubs and programs that allow you to just sort of be enriched and participate in things that are of interest to you.